All right, gang, it is time now for the next donation match of the hour, and this is brought to you by Naturally Fresh. So here's the deal. Go to your television, go to your computer screen, give whatever you can to the Helen Woodward Animal Center, $5, $10, $15, whatever you can, and Naturally Fresh will match that dollar for dollar up to $5,000. So let's get it going, and let's get it going now. $5,000 is what we're shooting for. Naturally Fresh also, again, if you do donate $100 or more, you are automatically entered into the grand prize of a $100 gift certificate to Greystones, Panavino, etc., Butcher's Cut, and also Saltwater.
So 2 great reasons to donate right now. You're going to double your donation. You're also going to be entered to win. If you're $100 or more donation, you'll be entered into that grand prize. And while people are calling right now and doubling their donations, we want you to take a look at a very special story. A little kitten named Aria. When Aria came to us, Aria was just days old, and she had some major health complications. This tiny little kitten was surrounded with love by so many of our staff members. I want you to take a look at the beautiful story and how seriously we take each little individual life that comes in through the doors of Helen Woodward Animal Center, with a special thanks to the ones that are donating or doubling your donation right now, Naturally Fresh.
We got Aria and her 5 siblings from one of our rescue partners located in Long Beach. They found some kittens on the side of the road crying. They think that the mom was hit by a car. They reached out to us to see if they could bring them to us, and all of them were about 5 days old at the time. So we hit the phones and got some foster volunteers who were up for bottle feeding, and then brought the little kiddos in.
The foster and her daughters quickly noticed that something was just off about Aria. She was regurgitating all of her food.
Something that's really dangerous for bottle babies because it can get into their lungs and then they can get pneumonia. Brooke and Dr. Tran sat down and came up with a game plan, and Brooke agreed to take Aria home for the night. We traded off every other night to start out, and we tried the bottle, and the bottle was not working. She was not able to keep things down, and she was aspirating. That first night when I had her, it was pretty scary. I kept waking up and being like, oh, I hope she's gonna be okay.
We tried lots of ways, holding her upright while she ate, and then we held her upright for 30 minutes after.
We put her in a little burrito, wrapped her up in a blanket. I had a little satchel purse that she fit in pretty well, so we'd wrap her up in the blanket and put her in the satchel, and that way we could hold her upright after feeding.
So that's how she got her little nickname, is the burrito, because she always rode around in little bags and swaddled.
Gradually, everything seemed to start to work, and now she's starting to wean and doing pretty good with eating solid food.
The reality of the situation is that she probably didn't have a very good chance. She kept fighting and pushing, for sure.
When we have special cases with dogs and cats that may need a bit more medical care, I love that we are able to have those resources to be able to do that.
Just seeing the passion that every single area of this whole center has, it's quite incredible. You don't even have to ask. It's like, yes, I will do it.
One of the things that I love about Helen Woodward, and one of the reasons I've worked here for so long now, is because we do everything that we can for the animals, and we fight for them as much as we can.
If our vet staff hadn't been so creative with some of their plans and attempts, then she probably wouldn't have had a chance. She came in at only 5 days old, and now she's hanging out in the kitten nursery because she's big enough to do real kitten stuff like push things off of desks.
It's an awesome story. Those cases are the most touching when everybody pretty much comes together. And if we didn't have that dog or that cat, where would that animal be?
That kitty right there is a huge, huge, most recent labor of love, for sure.
It's great to see them grow up and thrive in a situation where they otherwise wouldn't have been able to. In our bottle feeding and like nursing handbooks, we have a statement in it that lets them know these animals wouldn't have made it without you. So no matter what happens, no matter how difficult it is, you're saving their lives.
And And again, you have 30 seconds to match Naturally Fresh's donation of $5,000. We want to match that. It's a donation match. Call 844-467-3800. And standing with me now is Jennifer and Michael, Madison and Caleb. Did I get it all right?
Yes.
Now, you guys rescued a couple of kittens, and they're special needs kittens. Michael, if you could talk to a little bit about the process and why did you decide on the special needs kittens?
Well, I tell you, it's been a wonderful process here. Obviously, we've been doing this for about probably a little more than a year now, doing the fostering, and then after having, I think it was 27 different kittens or puppies, we decided with these two that we literally fell in love with them, and especially with Aria and Sansa, and we knew that these were the kittens for us, so we decided, yep, let's go ahead and adopt.
So what has been the process as far as taking care? You know, a lot of folks think that taking care of a special needs animal could be a tremendous amount of work, and I know it is, but it's also a tremendous amount of love that goes into it as well, and it's been probably far greater reward than any type of sacrifice. Is that right?
It has been. It's been a great sacrifice.
Yes. So with Sansa, she has 3 legs, and we were a little hesitant at first, but she that's all she knows. So she's learned to get around. We were watching her all the time, but she has been amazing. She hops more, so she's more like a kangaroo. But and then they brought Aria in as a sister to learn for them to be kittens together, because Aria was alone also, and so she was bottle fed as a little kitten by another foster. And then we brought them together so they can learn to be kittens together.
Yeah. Well,
and now
so,
they're sisters.
So do you take care of one more than the other, or you take care of one more than the other, or you equally take care of them both?
We equally take care of them.
There you go. There you go. Well, how was your experience here at Helen Woodward? How did the whole process develop, and then what was your experience as far as adopting?
So our kids wanted to have pets. So we started for just to learn, to have a little bit of independence, to learn responsibility. And we started in the foster to do that way. And they've done amazing. They've learned how to clean up after puppies and kittens and just do it together. And it's a family affair, so we all do it together.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Let's head on over right now to Casey. Hello, Casey.
Hello, Mark. Yes, we have cats over here too, and I'm joined by Linda Mueller with Naturally Fresh. Linda, good morning.
Good morning, Casey. How are you?
I'm doing great. So tell us a little bit about cats and why it's important for people to adopt cats and have them in their homes.
Well, I tell you, it's been such a pleasure working here with Helen Woodward Animal Center and this Naturally Fresh brand that is exclusive here at the center that they use for the past 7 years. And I have to say that I have said for years, no, no, no to old school ways of using clay litters that is very toxic in the house and for our kitties and end up in the landfills. So Naturally Fresh is a complete natural litter. It's made of walnuts, Casey. If you can see the inside of this walnut tissue, that tissue is grown around the walnut, and we separate it away from the shell, and it's compressed into pellets. These little pellets is what all the kittens here at Helen Woodward Animal Center have in their litter box. Completely no tracking, no dust. It's completely no toxins, no chemicals. And then this is ground into a clumping formula, and we have 6-7 formulas also that it's used very heavily in rescue here at the center, that is our clumping formulas. So it's such a pleasure to see week after week and months go by and Helen Woodward bring in more frightened homeless animals here at the center. And I tell you, these teams that are here is some of the best talent I've ever seen that make these animals evolve into very calm and loving and trusting, and I would say the most grateful, adoptable animals that exist.
Well, I'm sure they are grateful for you too, giving them the best possible nutrients that they need. Naturally Fresh. And Linda Mueller, thank you, and very nice to meet you.
Thank
Jessica,
you.
We're going to send things over to you for now.
Yes, we are incredibly grateful to Naturally Fresh. They do have fabulous litter, and they also have fabulous hearts. They have sponsored so many of our programs, from Home for the Holidays, Remember Me Thursday, Pomicon, a number of our events. They also provide all the kitty litter for all our cats and all our kittens all year long. They're wonderful people and a wonderful company. Let's take a look at their company now.
Naturally Fresh is a proprietary cat litter formula made from the fibrous material of the walnut shell. It's 100% biodegradable and free of toxins, and it's soft on her paws, just like dirt. It also stamps out odor, absorbs 3 times better than clay litter, and is virtually dust-free. So, get the cat you love the litter that works best for her. Naturally Fresh, the natural litter for their natural instincts. Learn more at naturallyfreshlitter.com.
Hi, I'm San Diego County District Attorney Summer Stephan. One of the things we're passionate about is fighting animal abuse, and we found an incredible partner in Helen Woodward Animal Center. I'm so proud of everything Helen Woodward Animal Center has done during the COVID-19 crisis to save and improve the lives of pets and people in our region. They've been there for our community, and we need them to continue to do their life-saving work for years to come.
And this little one right here, Amelia, is here for me. I'm getting my therapy from her.
Yes.
I'm getting my therapy from her. And you know what? Speaking of therapy, therapy is a big part of what these animals, so many of them, do here at Helen Woodward. Fernanda.
Absolutely, yes. We have our Pet Encounter Therapy program. And what that program is, that it provides the unconditional love and tactile benefits of animals to people in skilled nursing facilities, children's centers, senior centers, people who really, could use that kind of unconditional love from animals.
Yeah, and it really has evolved.
Yes.
Because of COVID-19. Tell me how so.
Absolutely. So, so many of these places, especially senior facilities, they have been having to close their doors because this is a vulnerable population. Of course, visitors can't come in, and that includes also our Pet Encounter Therapy animals. Yeah. So we've had to get creative. We've had to find other ways to reach them, still provide them with that unconditional love and joy and comfort that these animals provide. So, yeah, in this next story, you'll see how we've had to get creative and how we've still made sure to be there for our community. And this story is brought to you thanks to the Lucky Duck Foundation.
This is the fabulous Baloney. This is Handsome Henry, and they are 2 therapy dogs and part of my family. The beauty of Pet Encounter Therapy is that these animals come in and give a variety of benefits. Petting an animal lowers your blood pressure. You may need less medication for pain. You might heal faster. But also emotionally, there is complete acceptance and love. It's unconditional. They don't care who you are, what you look like, what you've done, what you're dealing with. They just love you for who you are at that moment. So it's such a pure kind of love that they can offer. A lot of the people we visit, they not only want to interact with the animals, but they are also really feeling isolated, possibly from their friends, their family, from the community. And we offer them a connection with another loving, caring human being. So when my volunteers come in, when I come into that room, the animal may be a bridge that allows us to build that beautiful friendship. Up until 2019, our Pet Encounter Therapy program was reaching out to 55 to 65 facilities a month, visiting children, hospitals, working with veterans, anywhere that people needed the loving touch of an animal to help them heal, that's where we wanted to be. At first, when everything was happening with COVID-19, the biggest concern was, oh my gosh, we have to be safe for our clients. We have to keep our volunteers safe. We have to keep our animals safe. And then I thought, what are we gonna do? And in this dark moment of how are we gonna still bring this beauty to our clients, came these great creative ideas of we can still reach them. We can still show them that we care. We can still show them that we love them. And we will be here through COVID-19, and we will be here on the other side of COVID-19. We did an amazing window visit where we brought alpaca to the outside of this skilled nursing facility. And so many of these clients that I have known for 5 and 10 years rolled up in their wheelchairs, and the look of wonder and joy at seeing these silly alpacas outside their window was one of the most beautiful moments that I've had in a long time. And so as hard as COVID-19 has been for all of us, there are still beautiful moments to be found when we can still make that connection and reach out in a new way. And I don't want to start crying, but I'm so proud of the response that the center has done. There are so many different ways that we have said, we are still here, we still care about you, we still love you, we want you to have the best life with your animals possible. The center has given us that space to dream new dreams in these moments to reach the people we love. If you're watching this right now and you're thinking, wow, I really want to help the work that's being done at the center, we definitely would love your support in any amount that you want to give. If you have the ability to financially donate, we would love that. It can help us to continue the beautiful work that we're doing so that we can keep reaching out to the people who need us most.
So please make your pledge right now. Call the number on your screen, 1-844-HOPE-800. Tell your family, tell your friends. You can also go online to animalcenter.org. Watch the Hope Now telethon right now, even if you don't live close by, and you can also contribute online, again, at animalcenter.org.
At Alzheimer's San Diego, we're very grateful to Helen Woodward Animal Center for reaching out to us and inviting us to bring our families up for the Critter Drive-In. It was such a wonderful experience for the families to be able to have a little afternoon of pet therapy. There were horses and llamas and lizards visiting Carside, and it was just such a wonderful experience with lots of smiles and joy. During this difficult time, it's hard for all of us to feel engaged with the outside world, but especially for families dealing with Alzheimer's. So this was a truly wonderful afternoon. It was so wonderful that we reached back out to Helen Woodward to see if we could bring our staff up to have the same experience, and they graciously agreed. Thank you to Helen Woodward for being such a wonderful community partner.
Bugus.
So as you can see, over this last hour, you've seen some of the amazing programs that Helen Woodward Animal Center has done to make sure that the community is still receiving essential services and the animals are still receiving the essential services they need. Helen Woodward Animal Center is very unique. We receive no government grants, so everything comes from donors just like you. And I want to tell you, you guys all know Star and Denver. You saw their amazing story. Star and Denver just handed me a $100 check. They literally, with their little paws, I mean, they can do a lot. It's amazing because Sweet Star can't even see or hear, but she somehow wrote me a $100 check. If you are moved by their story and the beautiful parents, if you are moved by the incredible stories that you are seeing while you're watching this amazing Hope Now special, please consider donating, just like Star in Denver. If dogs can do it, I know you can too. It means so, so much to us. Please dial 844-HOPE-800. Once again, 844-HOPE-800.
And also, if you donate $100, you will automatically be entered into winning our grand prize, which are 5 gift certificates that we have for Greystones, which is the Gaslamp's oldest privately owned steakhouse, Panavino, oldest Italian food restaurant in the Gaslamp. We have Osetra Seafood.